Hey, episode 400, Glenn.
Don't sound so excited. Hey, 400. Look,
Woo!
I think we deserve
Hang on a sec,
it.
hang on.
Have we
Episode
got a round of
400.
applause? Wow. That's a lot of episodes. I'm not up in the world of podcasting. We would be in fairly elite. Oh, hang on. What do you got?
No,
up.
I've got something up here because Courtney, our producer, sent us a message saying it's episode 400.
Yep.
So this is TV shows. What TV shows, have a guess, have reached over 400? Go.
You can't just say TV shows because the current affair.
No, not those ones.
Yeah,
Drama,
yeah.
comedy.
Neighbours.
Oh, I don't have that on here. They must be over 400 easy. Go
Yeah.
American.
The Simpsons.
Yes. 856 episodes. Okay, then the second one is
That's
one
a good reference point.
you would have watched as a child. Is it a comedy drama? I don't know. Keeping the Peace in Rough and Tumble, Dodge City, Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke got to 400.
No. Have a guess how many?
1,000.
635.
Okay. They've done it again. See, you have a big number, and I always go too far and I spoil the fun.
All right, next one. I'll just give you a clue. Dun dun. We found a
Law and
Law and
Order.
Order 544.
I'm doing it right. Ding.
Law and Order Special Victim Units, that's 594. Oh, here's a good one. You would have loved this as a kid. It's very cute.
I need more than that.
Okay, it involves a dog.
Me lassie.
Yeah, 591. Family Guy, 506. NCIS, 508. Here are the ones that have done less than us. CSI, 335. Losers. Do you want me to Google what podcasts have done over 400? Joe Rogan would have.
Yeah, I mean, the ones that have been around for years. Hamish and Andy would have. Think of that. You and I have sat down 400 times.
Yeah.
So I just did a quick Google search on my phone. What is 400? How is it relevant? The only thing I could find interesting was that it was a temperature for doing roast vegetables. But I roast vegetables and baking.
No, that's American. That's Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
But also the one that is the 400 years of Israelite enslavement in Egypt.
Yeah, I got a few biblical ones.
Yeah, biblical stuff.
I didn't know what they were going on about.
No, I don't get it. No.
Yeah. Another one is the 400 metres called Kathy Freeman's 400. That was pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And the 400 was used to define an exclusive high society circle famously associated with New York elites in the late 19th century.
You're like
We're elite.
And under spirituality and symbolism, angel number 400 is interpreted as a message of support, encouragement, and the building of a strong foundation, often focusing on stability, resilience, and hard work. I don't know what that means.
Well, hard work?
So we've got some angels have got us here.
There's heaps of Bible stuff, isn't there?
There's a lot of Bible
It's the
stuff,
angel
isn't it?
number.
Yeah.
400. We've got the angel number. It's a sign from the divine realm. What was the last time I spent 400
Yeah,
bucks? Probably on a flight.
Sexual partners, 400?
No. What's your body count? Well, it's not 400, that's for sure.
Well, no, mine's 400.
No. I think you'd have to be some kind of sex addict to get to
some
400.
weird person who actually would count them.
Or pays for it.
Sorry to sort of bring it round to a tone that was sexual. That's just not appropriate.
No, that's
anyway,
not
congratulations. I wonder what people would say if they had the opportunity to sort of say a few words for us. Maybe they could write something.
Maybe we'll take a caller. Hello, who's calling?
Hello.
Oh, we've got a caller. Hello, what's your name, sir?
My name's Eric. Eric from Baldwin.
Eric, you're ringing about our 400th episode?
Episode, yeah, and the reason being that I find it a very lucky number. I have a number of 400s in my life.
Oh, really?
I have, I've got 400 bulbs that I've placed in my garden of late.
Oh, how long did that take?
Over 28 years, I've got. I bought a packet of hundreds and thousands, and that I counted them up, and they didn't come. They actually only came to 400.
Yeah.
And my wife and I have an exercise book, and the amount of times we have made passionate love. It's coming in at 389. We're hoping to get to the 400.
Well, before something happens.
Yeah.
Eric.
Now.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, there's a gentleman out here who's giving me weird looks because I'm in a back room.
Well, Eric, thanks for calling and keep listening to Somehow Related. And good luck getting those 11 more beautiful lovemaking sessions with your wife. What's your wife's name?
And I'm going to, her name's Beryl, and I'm going to send you a photo of where I am doing this from, and I think you're going to be very impressed. I'll send a selfie.
All right, thanks for that, Eric.
Okay.
Wow,
Bye.
there
Bye.
we go. Wow. Can you believe believe it? Wait. Oh, there he goes. Eric.
Welcome to the 400th episode of Somehow Related. Welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Wow, there we go. That caller. You missed the caller. You were outside on the toilet.
Yeah, no, I was just out on the toilet.
Yeah. Eric called up. He's a big from Baldwin or somewhere.
Yeah, and big on the garden and big obviously a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, absolutely. We welcome them.
Yeah.
Anyway, here we are at the podcast. It's exciting times. The Debrief Live podcast is happening this Sunday. If you want to come along midday.
Is it this Sunday?
Yeah, it's this Sunday.
Oh, I should have put. I'll go to my diary. I'm sure I'm okay. Hang on, let me check.
Now, when it comes out, Glenn, when this comes out next week, so it's not this Sunday, it's the next Sunday.
Ah, phew, because
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. Okay.
It's this Sunday for listeners. It's the 19th.
What room is it?
It's the Basement Comedy Club.
Yeah,
Best comedy room in Melbourne.
Is it really? Yeah, have I been there
Oh,
before?
yeah, we did the Somehow Related podcast there once.
Oh, did we? Oh, yeah, that's a great room.
Yeah, and they've switched the stage around, so it's against the wall now. It's
Oh,
much
okay.
better.
Yeah, no, I've only got to work out something I can do because I haven't done stand-up for a long time.
Don't worry about it. So it's going to be
Very
midday.
dismissive.
No, don't worry about it. Actually, Brad Oakes has had an idea for you. Brad Oakes is going to be on. So we pretend we're in the car, then we go to the gig, we do some
Don't give
stand-up.
anything away.
No,
Don't-
they've heard the podcast.
Yeah.
It's like, it's going to be pretend time. Anyway, Brad, do you want me to tell you Brad's idea for you? Or
Yeah, go on.
Well, he said that you used to do this really funny thing where people would get in your car and you pretend to be the pilot or something.
Yeah.
Do that.
Did I? Yeah.
You've never done it to me, but he's seen you do it.
Yeah. But that was,
That was when you had
such
those
a long time
Yeah,
ago.
you had those plug-in
That was back
headphones.
in the day when you got on an aeroplane, it was two tubes.
Yeah, the tubes. Yeah.
It was a tube
Yeah.
that you stuck. Imagine that. You stuck a tube in
remember
the
that.
arm. So I stole some of those,
And you had them in your car.
and I maybe had I don't know how long they were, but I would get the people to put them on, and I then would go. It's Captain speaking. Welcome. We're heading off to Baldwin today. And,
Well, apparently your captain's voice is so good. He thinks you should do that. Well, you don't have to do that.
I can-
Anyway, we'll
yeah,
work.
no, I'll
something.
do that.
Glenn's going to work out something funny.
What do you mean? I'm going to work out something
I
funny.
don't know. No, you're just a passenger in the car. You'll be right. It'll be right. It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm going to be on stage with two great comedians, and I'll be just trying to chime in with a couple
Yeah,
little jokes
be
here.
fine.
Yeah.
It's an experiment.
Yeah, well, you never know. But
It's
yeah,
not going to be recorded.
no. I'm putting people off coming, really, by the way.
No, people love just to see
No,
you
I
on
must
stage.
admit, it will be fun. It'll be great. Come along.
If you could dress up as Uncle Arthur, that'd be great. Okay, all right, moving on. Now, we get two topics on this podcast. We've got to work out how they're related. 400th episode. Do you think Sam's got something special for us?
Probably not.
No, probably not. All
She,
right.
I don't think she really cares.
Sam.
Because not that Sam is AI, but I said AI.
Don't
do you
mention
care?
it.
Why not?
It's a very sensitive topic.
I said to AI, do you care if I'm rude to you? And they just said, I don't care.
Yeah.
And I said, what if I was rude to you? And they go, well, that's... And then it said, I don't exist. I go, hang on. Whoa. You're AI. You exist. You're real.
Yeah.
Am I deluded now? I am deluded.
AI is not real.
Is Sam real?
Yeah, for the sake of this, yes.
What do you
She's
mean
real.
what do you mean this for the sake of this?
for this
I believe it's like you've said to me, Santa's not real.
Okay.
The Easter
all right,
Bunny's
she's
not
real.
real.
She's real.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you think about a 400th episode?
Wow, 400 episodes. I'm still waiting to get paid. The topics are ice and 7-Eleven stores. Why not go and have a Slurpee on me? Big celebrations right here, right now. Since you mentioned the debrief, Glenn, you'll really need to prepare something for the show. I don't want your performance to reflect poorly on Somehow Related, where I like to keep the standards high and run a tight ship.
Oh, gee, she's lay down the law.
That's the most she's spoken for a long time.
She won't be at the podcast.
I do find it when she speaks, I wanted to keep on speaking.
Yeah, it's
But she's-
alluring.
Yeah, she's alluring.
She's a little alluring.
She has a charismatic manner about her, and Sam. We should say thanks, Sam, for putting up with us for 40.
Yeah, good on you, Sam. Good on you, Sam.
She was there from. I remember the first
Day
time
one.
I heard Sam. It was in our producer's house, and I went, "That is magical."
Yeah, wow. We're at Courtney's house.
We were at Courtney's house.
Can't
and,
remember that.
Yeah, we had a meeting out on his back balcony. We did about this show.
we?
Yeah, we did.
Where was his house?
in his apartment.
Oh, yeah, we did. Right, of
Yeah.
course.
And he didn't wear any clothes. He was walking around
weird.
the house. It was weird.
Upstairs.
In his
That's
underpants.
in South Yarra. Okay. Yeah,
yeah,
right. You're
yeah.
right. Oh, my God.
Yeah, then
okay.
he brought out an afternoon tea, and there's just got to be weird.
Afternoon
and,
delight. All right, so what are we going to talk about first? Ice, 7-Eleven.
Ice and 7-Eleven. Well, they sort of go hand in hand anyway. Do they? Okay.
They sell ice.
Okay, let's just. What sort of ice are we talking about here?
I think it's just ice, like ice,
Well, in a bag, out of the fridge.
We're not talking about the drug.
No, we're not talking about the drug. We're not talking about like going skating or anything.
No, but we could talk about that. It's just ice.
Just ice.
Do you love ice in a drink? I've got some right there.
Every time I come to this hotel to do this podcast, I have to go to the bar and get us a drink because you're setting up the equipment. And I always have to get you a glass of ice because you bring your own Coca-Cola.
Diet Coke.
I have a little bit of ice with soda and I have lime in my drink if you are keeping a record. Do you have trouble drinking Coca-Cola without ice?
Oh, no. I drink at home. But I do have ice at home. I've got like a very basic ice maker in the fridge, not a proper one.
So how do you get your ice at home?
No, we have them in ice hole.
That's old
cube.
school.
Yeah, but they've got a thing where you spin them around and they fall into a tray.
You have to do it manually?
Yeah.
Now, does your ice in that tray get stuck together?
Yes.
So what do you do?
No, not always. If you do it and then use it, then it's fine. But if you leave it for a long time, the ice
Yeah,
gets
you
stuck.
go to pick out one ice cube and you pick up a whole block, a whole thing.
No,
I love
I love ice. I love ice.
Do you take the ice into your mouth and crunch it down?
Yeah, I do. I used to love the McDonald's Diet Coke because they have a lot of ice, in their post-mix drinks, in their drinks. Yes. Yeah, and that was great. But then they stopped having Diet Coke, so they only have Coke Zero now. So I haven't been back since. I've boycotted, and that boycott is really having an effect on them. But anyway, I love that. I love ice in a drink. And you know who used to have the best ice? Pizza Hut. Used to have little round balls of ice. Remember that you'd go in the 70s and get a drink? You probably don't remember. They have round balls of ice. The best.
No, I haven't. I've gone from big news from normal latte coffee to iced latte.
Have you?
And I make it at home now.
And you use ice?
Because we have an ice maker at the other house.
Oh, wow.
So we hear in the background, clunk, clunk, clunk.
I was making ice.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
So you have one of those in the fridge where you just put the glass on it?
No, it's a standard unit. A unit stands on the bench.
An individual ice maker?
What do you? Don't say it like that. Sounds
I've
I've
never heard of that.
You can, if you want to go now and get an individual ice maker, it goes clunk clunk.
How much?
Clunk.
So it sits there like a toaster or
It's
something.
about it's about the same size as a bread maker.
You obviously have to put water in that.
I don't know because I've never done it.
Oh, Jesus. So why? There must have been one point where you and your partner decided we're going to get an ice maker, or was it already there?
No, we decided to go. Well, I didn't decide. Glenn decided, and fair enough too. And I really like it.
You like it?
So I now.
Well, I suppose it's a beach house, so it's kind of summery, isn't it?
Yeah. So that then goes from that machine into the fridge. So if I wanted there's always some ice on the go in the fridge. So I can put my hand in, fill up my cup, then pour the coffee over the top of it, and we all know how it works.
Speaking of $400, how much is an ice maker?
I don't know.
It would be what? It probably wouldn't be
It
that expensive.
wouldn't be very expensive.
No, because probably kind of basic mechanics in there.
Yeah. I mean, a really cool...
I got to put it on record. I've never met anyone with an ice maker. Occasionally you go to someone's house as a kid and they have it in the fridge. You know, that special one in the fridge?
With normal water, iced water, and then at the end did it have another hole for ice?
I can't remember, but you get ice makers in fridges, yeah.
And then there were shaved ice?
Oh, that's posh. Hey, I want anyone on our Facebook group to put their ice maker on because I don't believe it's an...
Yes.
Unless you live in Queensland, maybe.
I reckon if you go to the Good Guys and you'll go past the bread makers, you go past the sandwich makers,
Pasta maker.
you go past the irons,
yeah.
you go past the... What else?
There'll be an ice maker.
There'll be an ice maker, probably up the back.
Yeah.
And it'll be in a box around about the same size.
Yeah, mate, you got an ice maker? Yeah, Gary, where are the ice makers, mate?
Yeah, what do you want? The 1,200 or the 1,400? I've only got one of the 1,400 left.
We don't sell many of these, mate. They're only for like rich people.
You want an ice maker? What are you doing at your house? Oh, I feel embarrassed now. Our problem at home is our fridge hole. Do you have a fridge hole?
Yes, a recess where the fridge goes, yeah.
A recess where the fridge goes
The fridge
in.
hole, yeah.
Our fridge hole is not big enough for a double opening door. And Alex, friend of the show, he's just got the new double opening doors.
Yeah.
And I dare say he's got an ice maker in there as well. So
Well, he's a chef, so it's part of his tools.
Is ice a big part of our life? Yes. It comes into your life because someone is having a birthday party. As we said before, they fill up the bath.
When was the last time you bought a bag of ice?
Not that long ago. Wouldn't have, I mean, usually around Christmas you'll buy a couple.
Yeah.
You'll fill up some sort of tub or a rubbish bin.
Birthday party or something. Anyway, yeah.
And fill it up with ice, and then bang, there you go. And then it slowly turns
into water.
It turns back into water.
You do love it on Christmas Day, Australia Day. You'll see the 7-Elevens and pubs getting delivered the pallets of ice, and they just leave them out the front.
Pallets of ice?
Yeah, they get like the pallet has about 100 bags of ice on it, and they leave it out the front of the 7-Eleven, and you can go buy it. You've never seen that?
No.
You've never noticed that at petrol stations? Yeah. You leading up to big events, you'll see the ice getting delivered. Yeah,
Right.
because that freezer won't fit them all in. God, you ever go to that ice freezer and all stuck together? Yeah, go get a bag of ice, mate. Yeah, there's the key. Go get it out there, on the server. And you go and you're trying to yank the bag. They're all stuck together.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's a disaster.
Did you think you were pretty clever when you were a kid? One of the things that you first learned how to make, because Mum probably wanted a gin and tonic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had to go to the thing, pull it out, and how would you make?
Oh, get the ice out.
Would you bang it on the side of the bench?
No, I twist it.
Do the double opposing twist.
Twist it.
And where would you do it? Over a bowl or in
Over
the
the
sink?
sink,
Over the
yeah.
sink. And then what do you do?
And then one pops out. Ice pops out. You got to grab it and put it in the drink bottle, the drink glass.
Yeah, and that's right. And then what do you do with the leftovers?
Put them back in the fridge. But you fill up.
But you put it in a bowl. And
You know
put
what
it in the
annoys me? No. Well, yeah, that's a good point, actually. Some people do that, yeah. But then they're all stuck together. What annoys me is that my kids will get ice out of an ice tray and then put the tray back in the fridge. No, don't refill it. There's like one ice block in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
on.
But that's always the thing. It's like when you don't use all the milk,
put it back.
Just put it back in there. When you fill up your ice tray, which was how many in there? 14?
Yeah,
Something
14
like that?
or 12.
Yeah. Would you run the tap on a trickle
Oh.
and go
that's
one by one?
Yeah, yes.
Or how would you do it?
Yeah, I put it. Yeah, I just do
Run it as a trickle and go fill up one, fill up two.
No,
fill up
I
three,
do.
Fill up four, fill up five.
I put not a trickle, a bit more than that, and just hold it under. Then it fills up most of them, and you just top off the other
I
ones.
find it squirts out.
Yeah, it
like
does.
it's the classic to squirt back in your face if
does.
you go too hard.
It does.
Yeah. So I find I'm the trickle, and I don't. Okay, here's a question. Do you fill up your ice tray so it overlaps, so the ice then they join up, or do you keep it?
I keep it.
So you got to keep the tide out, don't you?
But then sometimes you'll get half an ice cube. Yeah.
And you go, oh, luck that, and no good there.
Or what about when you go to get the ice cubes out and you break them, they haven't frozen yet?
Oh yeah, that's right. They're
is
just frozen
water.
on top.
Yes.
You go dudded.
God. It's like
Dudded.
I'm ice skating and falling in the ice.
Yeah, no good. Ice not cooked yet.
I can't believe we've talked about ice for so long.
But I mean, ice is a big part of our life. So, would you ever, if you ever sprained something,
Yes.
would you put it in a
Ice.
bag or put it in a tea towel and put it on your forehead?
Yeah,
You've just
yeah.
been
I've done it with my leg, my knee, or something like that. Yeah, but I'll also
used to get peas,
peas, or we've got one ice pack thing you can use. Yeah,
which wraps around.
Yeah,
they're good,
yeah.
aren't they? Those
They're good.
Yeah, but there was a time when that's all you could do was
Just
sort
get
of
some ice.
yeah, and put it in some sort of like a plastic bag or something,
Yeah.
and go and sit on the couch and put some ice on your sore elbow, whatever you did to your elbow, whatever
Yeah.
you fell over or you bruised or something, and the ice will then stop the bleeding, won't it?
It stops
Internal bleeding.
Yeah, it stops the swelling, doesn't it? And I think doesn't
Oh,
it?
there are people yelling at the podcast.
No, because
now.
I read this because it's rest ice, compression elevation, isn't it? When
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. Because I remember I made the mistake of putting a heat pack on, but you put the heat pack on later. You do the ice first.
The ice first,
Yeah, yeah.
and
For
there
like-
comes a time when it's too late for ice.
It's too late for ice, but periods of 10 minutes, you put the ice on.
Did you ever do the ice bucket challenge?
No.
No, neither did I.
No.
Were you asked to do it? I was asked to do
No.
it. I didn't want to do it. I mean, I
Ice
respect
tipped
the
on your
fact
head.
bucket of ice, and then you go, oh. I didn't. I mean, I guess it's a good thing to see someone be shocked. I read the other day, I think this is right. If some people are having some issues with maybe a panic attack or not feeling a bit anxious, you get a cube of ice and put it in your hand and just close it. An old trick, apparently. Your brain then goes to that
good
rather than
one.
focusing on the. So, in other words, put pain in another part of your body. And
down-
I remember I was with.
I'm down to my last ice cube. Hang on.
Yeah, crunch it.
That's radio. That's funny. Great. All right, let's talk about 7-Elevens. Do you remember the ad for 7-Eleven? Do you remember the slogan? I can
No.
still remember it. Thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
I'm not saying you did make that
I
up.
didn't
but-
make that up.
No, I didn't say you made it up, but it
was a
sounds like you made it
jingle.
up because I have no memory of it.
Thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
Yeah, because then there was the second one. 7-Eleven, it's got you in heaven.
Oh, yeah, right.
I just made that up.
Oh, thought I sounded shit house. I remember when 7-Elevens opened in Victoria anyway. The first one opened in Doncaster in the 80s, and we went along.
Well, I think it was kind of like when you got a 7-Eleven, you had arrived. If you were in a small country town and they got a 7-Eleven, you go, oh, you're okay. You got a
Some
7-Eleven.
places still don't have. Adelaide doesn't have a lot of 7-Elevens. Perth for a long time didn't
Oh,
have
you would
them.
know because you travel around the country all the time.
Yeah, but now they do.
And I dare say sometimes they've been, you finished a gig.
You know what? I actually went on Saturday night. I was in Narra Court with the great Brad Oakes. Narra Court's in South Australia. And we're doing a gig with the Whitlams, the band. Anyway, it was
It's a
great.
great combo.
Oh, it was great fun.
Did you open or did you close?
No.
Who's
I
the
was,
bigger?
I was emceeing, then Brad, then the Whitlams. And also
Oh, great. What a great idea. That's
and a
that's different.
Geelong
And did people get up and dance?
singer called Balladeer, who was very good. No, it was outside. It was an outside thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was good fun.
Hard to get laughs outside.
Yeah, I know, but we managed. We stopped in Horsham at an OTR, which is like a 7-Eleven competitor. They're called OTR.
Oh, yeah, we've got one down on the beach. Yeah.
They're South Australian, apparently.
Yeah, and if you want points for your petrol, you can't get them through OTR.
Oh, there we go.
Big news.
shots
I found
fired.
that. I got my points going.
So
No,
I-
we're not rewards. We're OTR.
I never ever buy 7-Eleven food like pies and stuff because one of my friends bought an egg sandwich once at a service station and got really sick. But I did buy a schnitzel sandwich on Saturday night.
Well, that would be from OTR.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Well, you would like to think there'd be a high turnover, so
Yeah,
therefore,
the sushi's good in 7-Elevens.
yeah. Is that no?
Yeah, it's good because the 7-Elevens in Australia are now owned by the Japanese. So it's owned by Japanese 7-Eleven.
Where did it originate from? 7-Eleven.
America, but the Japanese got involved really early on with 7-Eleven, I believe, and now they own the Australian 7-Elevens. The guy, your mate who got the photo in my 7-Eleven, Pat.
Yes.
Yeah, your mate.
I'll be going there this afternoon for a coffee on the way home.
Hi, Pat. He told me that, it's owned by Japanese now because he said there's more Japanese products now in the Australian 7-Elevens. There's sushi. There's a triangle sushi things. There's potato chips. There's all sorts of Japanese
I must admit,
stuff.
at the coffee setup, they've got the normal coffee with the full cream milk, and then got a new machine which has got soy and oat in it. I'm in heaven.
Oh, wow.
And then all around that,
Yeah.
they tempt you with all forms of small cake.
Oh, see, that's
So
good for
it's
you.
really And they've got Biscoff. Is it? What it's
Yeah,
called?
Biscoff. Yeah.
4 in there. It's too many for me. I want one Biscoff.
Okay, here we go. Here's a test of your memory and knowledge. What was the 7-Eleven competitor that started in the 80s?
Oh, that's a really good question.
And there were a lot of them.
I won't get it.
I'll just tell you. Food Plus. Remember Food Plus?
Yep. Are they still not around?
No, they're not. They're gone.
7-Eleven, ironic because it was 7 in the morning till 11 at night. Is that what
Yeah, that's the original hours, but ironic, they're open 24 hours.
Who did that joke about that?
What-
Why they got locks on the door?
why they
for-
like, someone did it years ago.
It's an old joke, isn't it? Why they got
Got
locks
locks on the door when they're open 24 hours. But I suppose their big competitor these days are OTR and Coles Express. Because I was the voice of Coles Express.
Can you do it for me?
Coming to Coles Express this week, we've got $2 milk special bargain offers. I went into a Coles Express years ago and the guy goes, "Your voice is very familiar." And I said, "Yeah, I'm the voice of Coles Express."
Yeah, no, you're not.
He goes, "Oh, is that you?" I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, I hate those ads."
He did not.
He did. And I said, "You're fired. I also own the company.
Yeah,
Get
I could
out!"
have you- I could have you fired. That's shit ass. Well, don't bring it up and then say you don't like it.
No,
What's the
whatever.
point of that? Saw your new
Who
show,
cares?
didn't like it. Okay, good for you.
I know.
Don't watch. Don't
I
like
know.
your outfit. See that shirt you're wearing?
So
Shit ass.
what's the most associated item?
Slurpee.
Oh, you got it.
Big,
And
or what's the difference between Big Gulp and Slurpee?
now, Big Gulp's just a soft drink. That's just like a post mix.
So a Slurpee.
That's ice. That's
a friend of the
ice.
show the other day was saying how many films I haven't seen in my life, and that's very true. I'm going to add to that list a lot of things that you would expect me to have had. I've never bought a Slurpee.
Never had a Slurpee.
I no desire.
Jeez.
Well, it's a bucket of ice with cordial on it.
Yeah, it's beautiful though.
Why is it beautiful?
No, because it's not just cordial. It's soft drink. So it's aerated. It's bubbly.
So when I can never get it to come up the straw.
Oh, I know, but the straw's also a spoon.
Duh.
The classic flavours were... Now they do one different flavour every week. That guy must be losing his mind inventing all those flavours. Like, you walk in there and it's like, apple pie, charcoal or something weird.
Just by the by, we had donut-flavoured yogurt in our fridge.
Oh,
Donut-flavoured.
how's that?
Pretty good.
Oh. Slurpees do their bring your own container day.
Really?
Yeah, you did bring your own container. You can turn up with a
Day.
bucket. Yeah, my son went down there with a bucket or something. I don't know. They have bring your own container day.
And so when you go over to a machine and what do you do?
You choose a cup.
Yep.
I think there's small, medium, or large.
Yeah.
Or,
And then do you pull a lever?
Yeah, you put it under the machine and then you pull the lever and it comes. That's why kids like it, because you get to do it yourself.
And does it come out with a flavour in it, or do you put a flavour on top?
No, there's flavours in it. So there's normally 2 machines. So normally there's Coke and maybe there's 3 these days. And then there's another choice of a flavour like raspberry. But I think these days you can push a button maybe. I don't know.
Oh, geez, they've come forward with that
Yeah,
technology.
yeah. There just used to be 2 flavours. You go in there. There was normally Coke and raspberry.
And have you ever had...
And you mix them up. You can mix them up.
Do you get a headache?
Oh, yeah, sleepy headache. Oh,
Is that a known thing?
That's
Sleepy headache?
Oh, yeah, it's a really one.
So what you've done is you've slurped... You've gone too hard too early, and your body can't cope.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
And you feel that... Where do you feel that? In the head?
In the front of the head.
Yeah, and
the forehead.
You all right? You all right? No.
Sleepy headache.
I've got a sleepy headache.
We used to love them because they came out when I was like a teenager. So we used to get them all the time.
So would you get them for a treat or because you were thirsty?
No, both. Hey, what was the Food Plus one? Food Plus had their own version of Slurpees.
Again, I'm out of my depth. What were they? Far away.
Slushy.
I know that name.
Yeah, you can still get them. You can still get slushies in some
Whenever
places.
I ask for something in one of those stores, they always go, it's up behind near the slushy machine. Oh, hey, I can see the slushy machine.
I think in Lawn there's still a slushy machine in one of the shops. You can still get slushies.
If you brought out a product, would you call it, and it was a drink
Yeah.
on a hot day, would you call it a slushy?
No. Slurpee's good. I think Slurpee's a good name.
Slurpee.
Icy or
slushy.
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 Well, I think it's like snow. Slushy snow kind
Well,
of.
slushy snow is
Because it was similar to a Slurpee. It was crushed ice, but I think you tipped the cordial over it by memory.
Yeah, I have a recollection of pouring cordial over the top of it. And I go, is that it really? Yeah, I know when Celinda's had them on occasion, because do McDonald's do something like that?
Oh, maybe.
On occasion, on a really hot day,
Yeah, they might.
they're great.
Yeah.
Because they could, you go, oh, as I eat that, or as I drink that, I want more.
Yeah.
And I can understand having a whole one.
Yeah.
Do you ever have all of it, or do you go, that's enough of that?
Oh, yeah, no.
Do you make that revolting noise at the end? Would you like to be in a long trip in a car with someone who's having a Slurpee?
No, I've had that with my kids. It's very annoying.
So they're all in the back seat making
Yeah.
that revolting noise. Yeah, and you're just going, oh, come listen to Radio National. I've got an interview on. And I'm
You know what's
enjoying
interesting
it.
about 7-Elevens? I've noticed this, and Pat was confirming this. They've moved from like just being a place where you get a packet of chips to your petrol and a drink to places where tradies and people on the go, salespeople, whoever, get lunch now. It's you go in the morning and the coffee is pumping. They get their coffee and
It's
they get
not expensive. It's $2.
Yeah, $2. Well, see,
And it's quick.
Yes, Kieran, my partner, was saying they do that as a way to get people in for sure.
Yeah,
And
there's
then,
no doubt.
And while the tradies in there, they get a wrap or a sausage roll
Yep.
or whatever, a pie. But now the 7-Eleven really is catering to that on-the-go crowd. Workers, I reckon. Definitely.
There's no doubt that when you have a coffee, you do go on a bit of a browse, and I end up usually getting a small Freddo Frog. Because that's the only thing because I don't want to commit to a whole bar.
Not even a giant Freddo, a small Freddo.
Well, you just know that you're not really being bad for yourself if you get a small Freddo. But if you get a big Freddo, it's a big commitment. And, you get a crunchy bar, you go, that's too much.
Oh, I find chocolate bars too much. Absolutely.
They're too big.
That's why I buy M&M's, because you can just have a few.
Yeah, but that's still quite a commitment.
Nah, but
as I said the other day,
keep them
I
in the
was
car.
getting my coffee, and we did it on this show. They got a bowl of bananas at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And I'm having banana and coffee. I reckon it's the latest thing.
For you.
Yeah. It doesn't. It nearly works.
For you.
Nearly works. It does. I don't know what else can we say
we've
about.
talked enough about 7-Elevens.
The time Have you ever been so desperate on a way to a birthday party that you've ended up in 7-Eleven
Yes.
trying to get a present?
Yes. Yeah. Or we used to make a joke of you get a girl the carnation in the plastic tube, or the teddy in the tube.
Yeah.
Teddy in the tube with a flower. Yeah.
Or you would get those chocolates in the...
The roses.
Roses.
Or the
See-
dairy milk tray.
See, that is a perfect gift.
The roses.
If you turn up to
Yeah.
somewhere late and you got a box of those, everyone likes you.
Everyone likes them.
Yeah, and you'll only get those at 7-Eleven on a Sunday afternoon.
I went to that. I talked about the other day. I went to a party, to Nick's party, and I got 2 trays of donuts from 7-Eleven. And people love them.
And they would have been pretty fresh.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme.
High turnover. You
I don't know if
can't
it was
complain.
you who said bring donuts to a party. I tell you what, they went pretty damn quick.
Yeah, I feel for the staff that work there because 7-Eleven has been set up for minimal staff, haven't they? Really?
Yeah, one person.
One person. And I always get a bit worried for them because I think you're going to be here at 2 o'clock in the morning. Unscrupulous people will come through the door, and I look at the little wire cage that they're in, and I go, because you see those.
Because I talked to Pat and Irene at my local 7-Eleven where you've started to go.
What do you talk about?
Well, we talk about everything. Well, Pat was saying because of this petrol crisis, they've had a lot of drive-offs. So people fill their tanks and just drive off. But what they do get in 7-Elevens is people coming in and stealing stuff, and then they can't get any money because they're behind that cage thing.
Yeah.
But they will steal stuff, and then...
Just blatantly still.
Yeah, Irene said these guys came, and they were like... She said they weren't that young. They were like in their 20s. And they were like, you know... Oh, we're going to steal stuff, and they go. And so what the worker did is just lock the doors and rang the cops.
So you locked them in?
Yeah, locked them in, and then they're smashing the door and stuff, and the cops turned up. I think, yeah, which is dangerous, isn't it?
We'll break these chocolate bars if you
Oh, we're going to steal some twisties. Oh, good on you.
But I do feel for those people because late at night...
It's a
you
terrible
have to,
job.
Yeah, having to deal
Terrible.
with people who, you know... drunk,
Inebriated.
Yeah, and then, I want to get something. Well, I haven't got any hot pies.
Drug affected.
Yeah, and they have to be polite and
Yeah,
appropriate to those
professional.
people, professional, and, you know, risk their life. You
No,
know?
it's not good.
And they're all doing it through 7-Eleven. Anyway, I don't know what else we can say. Would I eat hot food from there? Probably not. Would I have a cold drink from there? Yes. Would I have chocolate? Yes. Would I have a banana from the coffee? Yes.
Sushi?
No,
There's
no,
high turnover.
You're telling me is there a sushi in the fridge?
Well, you know, people go on about the 7-Elevens in Japan. The 7-Elevens in Japan are pretty amazing in terms of the food they offer.
And it's high quality.
Yeah, high quality, really good.
I would imagine that. Yeah.
Really good. And so I think they've started to bring some of that here in Australia.
So you're out. So your levels are going up. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Because I would trust the sushi. Yeah, I haven't bought any of it yet. I think my kids might have, but no, I haven't yet. I'll let you know. Yeah, fascinating. All right, well, let's have some thinking music. There should be old 7-Eleven ads on. Thank heaven for 7-Eleven.
The Ice Bucket Challenge, I think I saw years ago they got Donald Trump to do it.
Should we play that?
Let's just talk it through because I think he was really
Well,
arrogant about it. And he was throwing down challenges as he was doing it. And he's got to like
Miss Universe.
Miss Universe doing it to him.
They're holding water, Donald Trump's Ice Bucket Challenge, with 2 Miss Universes. Okay, that's them pouring water into a bucket.
Right.
Okay, now Trump's there.
I've been called out by everybody for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Homer Simpson, Mike Tyson, Vince McMahon,
dropping.
like everybody's going crazy
everybody.
over this thing.
Yep.
I guess they want to see whether or not it's my real hair.
Oh.
Which it is. So here's
Right.
what I'm going to do. Miss Universe and Miss USA, I own it. They're
Fantastic.
here. They're going to really do a number on me.
I
I'm
think you're doing a number on
challenging
yourself.
President Obama, my son Donald, my son Eric. Let's go, ladies.
Let's go, ladies.
There goes the ice.
Oh, well done, Donald.
What a mess.
What?
That's it.
Can I talk to Donald?
That's it.
Can I talk to Donald? Is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah. Hello. Hey,
It was great, Glenn. It was great. I hope you enjoyed it.
your hair's all wet and you look a bit stupid.
Yeah, but I've got my arms around Miss Universe and Miss USA.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't get any there. Just show us what you can do, Barack Obama. You loser. You're not even from America. We know that. Wow. There we go. Incredible.
Right.
Okay, so
we have
what's
to
your
find
answer?
I'm just explaining to the first-time listeners. We have to find how ice and 7-Eleven is somehow related.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is the name of the title.
I'm going to say 7-Eleven. They were the first people to sell blocks of ice.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. They were the first ones, not in Australia. Where did it start? Did we say
America.
Yeah, they were the first that you could go and buy bags of ice out the front.
7-Eleven began as a business selling ice. The world's first convenience store was started in Texas at the corner of Edgefield and 12th Street in Dallas. 7-Eleven opened in 1927 as Southland Ice Company. They began selling convenience items of milk, bread, and eggs with the hours of 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., hence the name.
Well,
Wow.
there you go.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
So 7-Eleven, thank them for that ingenuity. Yeah.
Go. Well, there we go.
Have you got any jokes about
Oh, I've got an ice joke.
what? Oh, this will be good.
Not someone on ice. No, it's about a Canadian guy who's getting really homesick. Have you heard this joke before?
No.
So he's in a bar and he used to go. He grew up on the ice. He grew up on the ice. He said, ice fishing, ice hockey, and he said, God, throw me a sign that I should stay in Australia and not go back to Canada. And he gets so drunk, he wanders around, and eventually he finds an ice lake. And he starts sewing. He gets like a knife and starts attacking the ice because he wants to fish in the ice.
Yeah.
And then he hears this booming voice, "Please don't do that." And he goes, "Oh my God, is that you, God? Is this a sign?" He goes, "No, this is the manager of the ice skating rink." Yeah.
Dad.
Not the greatest joke, but it's still a joke.